angels willing to hold us in their arms. When our worth of stone, our ashes, and we both passed on. Let forever mean forever and carry on.
Good afternoon. Wow. Man, I'm glad to have that order done. I have to mask the big decals yet so that they can go out tomorrow. The 12-inch decals went out today. So, man, I did take a picture of the decals I did with a yardstick laying on top of them. Just to give you an idea, I know the contrast is kind of hard to see with the lighting, and with the blue paper, the white just doesn't stand out much. But anyway, that is just a hair under 36 inches tall, and it's 22 inches wide. So it's going to go on a car. So I'm pretty sure there's two of them I'm making. I'm pretty sure one's going to go on the back and one's going to go on the front. So trunk and hood, I would assume. So anyway, pretty cool. Challenge to work with them that big, I'll tell you that. Anyway, trying to think. I've been busy working with that today, so I haven't had a whole lot of time. I've also been busy getting my phone set up. I'm assuming, I don't think I'm going to get my card today, my new SIM card. I'm assuming I'll probably get it tomorrow. So, but I wound up ordering even another SIM card because it went a day without the process of the order doing anything. Well, I noticed a mess up when I placed the order, so I thought, well, it's $1.07 total to order the SIM card kit. You know, I thought I'll put another one in just in case that other one doesn't process. Some of the payment information was wrong. But anyway, so I put in a second one, and I'll be damned if today, earlier, I finally got a shipping notification for the first one I ordered, and then probably about an hour later I got shipping for the second one I ordered. So we'll have an extra SIM card laying around. Not a big deal. Anyway, so I've been going through setting up all the stuff. I am not used to having this kind of room on a mobile device. Got 128 gigabytes in the extended memory and then 32 in the internal, and I'm not quite used to that. It's nice to be able to have the apps that I like and that I want. There are a lot of apps that I like to have access to, and it was hard to do that, especially when you include the hogs of Facebook. And Facebook just can't be Facebook. It's got to be Facebook. It's got to be Facebook Messenger. It's got to be Facebook Page Manager. It can't just be Facebook. And each one of those files are huge for Facebook. So, and plus they really bog your phone down. So, anyway, I haven't had any problems with lagging on this phone. This thing is absolutely incredible. I enjoy even working with it. But anyway, I'm pretty well all set up. I've got I told you about the all-in-one maps, and all-in-one offline maps is what it's called. And I've got it all set up for the most part and pretty well done. I have to put in a few markers yet that I normally put in, but I wish I could bring that up on screen and show you, but essentially I can completely disconnect from data. I can go into airplane mode on the phone, and I've already downloaded a rather large section of map in high detail, a hybrid map. So it's got your roads, your towns, all that good stuff, your names of your rivers and lakes, all that good stuff, and it's satellite view. So and you can zoom in pretty far with the detail I have. Here's the thing. You can go in and it's weird because it will only get so much detail at a time. What you can do is you can go in and get the large area that you want and download that at the highest detail that it will allow you. Now, given that you have card space, this takes up a hell of a lot of card space. Well, for some reason, it will only let you do approximately 2 gigs of map at a time. So what it will do is it will automatically, I guess, change your zoom level to be not quite as zoomed in as you had actually wanted. So what you do is you just keep doing that, but you do your first big area first, and then you cut that in half. The second map you download, you cut the first map in half and do those 2 sections, right, as high of detail as it'll go. And then you just keep doing that. Just keep breaking it down. And then if there's any particular area, say around a town, that you want to have the best detail, you just go to that area and download just that area, the best detail. You will eventually build up that map file. And the reason I'm taking the time to tell you this is because I want you to know, how to get those pretty high detailed aerial view from you can't use it's not using the Google map, it's using the I think it's the Bing map, if I'm not mistaken. The Google map won't let you download it for whatever reasons, but you can the Bing hybrid. And it's pretty good. It's not quite as clear and sharp as what Google Maps is, but it'll do. It definitely will do. So anyway, let me have a sip of coffee here. Like I've said, and I talked before about being the real primary form of communication. There's a lot of other things that I use it for, and I talked about that as well, navigation and whatnot. So just going in, it takes me a while to do this. It's like when I redo Windows on the computer. It takes me a little while to get everything back installed and everything set the way that I'm used to. It just takes me a while. So like I said, I haven't had a phone, what I would call a real good phone. And mind you, my last brand new phone was, probably 6-7 years ago, probably more like 7 years ago, possibly even 8 or going on 8. It's been a while since I've had a brand new phone. But I used to get what they call the flagship phones. I was one of the idiots that would be waiting, pre-ordered and waiting for the phone to release so I could get my new phone. After doing that, let's see, 3 or 4 times, I finally realized that don't do that. It's foolish. Number one, there's a lot of bugs they haven't worked out in those devices yet. So, and it's usually not the hardware, it's usually software, but nonetheless, they never release a phone that's not buggy. So you're paying top dollar for a buggy device. And, usually about a year and a half down the road, they've got all the kinks ironed out, and the price to get the phone or whatever device is way, way, way cheaper. That's the way to do it. I mean, I'm several years behind getting a Galaxy S7, but it's definitely good enough for me. It's a nice, fast phone, and the price was right. So, and I'm glad I went ahead in the end and went with the new one. So I'm still waiting for the refund for the other phone. Hopefully that comes in like really, really quick. But I'm telling you, it is what it is. Trying to think if there's really anything. That's pretty much all that I have done today. I haven't even had a chance to really mess with much of anything. Just trying to get that all set up, and I'm dying for my new SIM card so that I can actually get signal inside the house. I can go outside and use the phone just fine, but I have to go outside. So it's just because the carrier that my SIM card's with is T-Mobile, and we are apparently or just right on the fringe edge of their service, T-Mobile service, and it's a straight talk account. But anyway, I can go outside and I've got enough strength to be able to make a call, and it works perfect outside. But in here, nope, not at all. So I'm waiting on an AT&T SIM card to put in there, which will use the AT&T antennas, and I'll be good to go. That I can see one of those, pretty well see one of those right out my living room window. So anyway, let's see. That's pretty much all we got going on. There's nothing new, really. Decals, the 24 12-inch are out, and the two 22/36-inch ones will go out tomorrow. So, fun. Let me go ahead and run through the regular stuff, and then we'll read some headlines and get on with it. Of course, we'll be joining up with Prepper Nurse 1 tonight. He will be live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be joining up with him. Okay, Amazon affiliate. We're at $27.23. So, and if I'm correct, everything has shipped that's supposed to. So, I want to thank everybody that participates in that. Again, this proves it. Every little bit adds up. So, for those that don't know, we are an Amazon affiliate. There's a link in the description of the video. If you click that link, would you go to Amazon to make your purchases? That will throw a little bit our way. It doesn't cost you anything more, just throws a little bit our way, and as you can see, all those little bits add up. So, also have that link on our website at thewatchmannews.com. Very top right, Amazon affiliate link, same link. You click that button, and it will take you to Amazon. Okay, we also have there the Amazon store, and I have actually added one thing in this store, well actually two, but it's the same item, different colors. I did add the backpacks today. This is the Amazon store. You get there with this button right here. These are the backpacks. I added them, I made a new category, miscellaneous gear. Anyway, these are the backpacks we're waiting on. They should be here Friday. We got ours on Woot, but they're the exact same backpack. Woot is kind of a store that works with Amazon. That's where we got ours, but they are sold out on Woot. Otherwise, I would give you that link. Here, let me show you here. Here is Woot. I don't know if there's any at all. I'm trying to see. No, it won't even let me select either color. So they are sold out. They had them for $39.90 whatever, $39.99, $95 whatever, roughly $40 is what they had them for. So I got in on the deal. However, these here for the 42 liter like we got, it is $64.99 on Amazon. So, and the big parts, 42 liters from my understanding, and this little side bag here that comes off, that is 10 liters. So, anyway, seemed like it was a really, really nice pack. We'll find out. They're supposed to be here Friday, so, and I'll be doing a review on those. So, anyway, let's see. That covers that. Oh, okay. Let's see. One more thing. If you don't use Amazon, you'd like to help out, we do have a donate button on our website. Just go to thewatchmannews.com, click the donate button. It will take you to our PayPal donation page. Oops. And this happens once in a while for me anyway. If that ever happens, any errors, just click refresh when you go to a PayPal payment button. And that goes for any, if you're buying something from somebody else on some site or something and that comes up, just refresh. For some reason, it's a token issue. PayPal's got like really super high security. So it's nice that if it senses anything askew at all, it will stop the from going to any type of secure content. So Anyway, on the PayPal donation page, it does say Transforming Disabilities up top. That is us. We'll say Purpose the Watchman News donation. So, anyway, never required, always appreciated, and, that money goes towards getting items not only for us to prep, but also to review. So, if that backpack is as good as what I understand it to be, even at that $65 price on Amazon, that's a hell of a deal. From my understanding, we're talking about serious Maxpedition type of quality, from what I've heard. Again, I'll know Friday when it comes. I'm gonna take a real close good look at it, and when I review it, I'm gonna get a bunch of good real close up shots so you can see the stitching really well and see how good it is. So, from my understanding, and it's not listed anywhere in the description of the item, but I happened to find one review. There was one review out on the interwebs that I have found for that backpack, and it was an incredible review. I mean, but they said that it's not in this description, but it does have a pouch in the very back of it with a hole and everything you need for a hydration bladder. Although it doesn't say that anywhere in any of the description. And if you take kind of a close-up look, there's one picture. I didn't want to go off that page, but whatever. There is one picture right here, and we'll bring it up. And there's a pouch back there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a pouch back there, and you can see a couple of loops with snaps, like that maybe your tube would go into to hang your tube. So either that or to hang the bladder, I don't know, but it definitely does have a pouch back there, and it appears for a hydration bladder. So can't really see, like you can't see the straps real well or anything like that on it. That kind of sucked. But here it's got those D-rings up top that you would put your tube through. So anyway, we'll see. Sounds like it's a really nice one. Okay, let's go ahead and read some headlines, and we'll get started with video content after I have a sip of coffee. Good stuff. We're out of creamer, though. That kind of blows. We'll live, though. U.S. cancels Brexit trade talks with UK amid ambassador scandal. Reputation managers get to work scrubbing at Clinton-Epstein connection from Wikipedia. Not surprising, huh? Judge, jury, and executioner. Facebook policy permits death threats against quote-unquote dangerous individuals. Dangerous times ahead. Duarte seeks to bolster Philippines army against state enemies and terrorism. Jewish assimilation in U.S. is quote-unquote like a second Holocaust, Israeli minister claims. Hey, I didn't say it. Ridiculous. China expanding free trade zones as part of opening up its economy. Or economy. However you want to pronounce it. Astronomical U.S. drug prices see people drive to Canada for life-saving insulin. Don't forget, and I can't remember what type it is, there's a type or some types of insulin that you can get from Walmart for real cheap. Seems like I remember $25 a bottle or something like that. But if you are insulin dependent or know somebody that's insulin dependent, make sure they know that. You just call the pharmacy, Walmart pharmacy, and ask them. They've got I know it doesn't, all insulins aren't covered under that, but there's, I don't know if there's several types or if it's just one type. I don't really know a whole lot about it. But I do know that that is a fact, that Walmart does offer that, or at least they did up to, I know, about last year when that was really going around. And it was true, and I don't think that they would have ended a policy like that, but nonetheless, important thing to know, especially if somebody wants to try to get ahead of the game. I know you can't keep insulin forever, but if you store it in absolute most ideal conditions, you can get a little more time out of it. Something's telling me 3 months, something like that, or you can be pushing up to 6 if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But nonetheless, it's good information to know. Airbus to become world's biggest plane maker as Boeing's deliveries plunge over 737 MAX disaster. Antifa fighter, or quote-unquote Antifa fighter, indicted for assault over Portland violence that savaged man's scalp. Quote-unquote court banned me from teaching son basic rules for boys. Father of 7-year-old slated for transition. If you don't understand what this is, I'll read 1 or 2 paragraphs of it. But it's mind-boggling. Very mind-boggling. Jeff Younger, who is locked in a court battle with his ex-wife over their son, should undergo transition to a girl, says a court order bans him from discussing things like religion or the need to be respectful to girls. Jeff and his former spouse, Ann Georgalis, something like that, are trying to resolve a parental dispute over their son, James. Ann insists that James identifies as a girl, calls him Luna, and envisions hormone therapy and eventually sex change surgery in the future. Jeff rejects the idea and says his son is perfectly comfortable being a boy in his presence. The pair are fighting a legal battle, with a court temporarily ordering Jeff not to impose a male identity on the child. Let me repeat that. The pair are fighting a legal battle, with a court temporarily ordering Jeff not to impose a male identity on the child. I don't get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. This agenda is ridiculous. Was he 7? 7 years old, I believe. Yeah. 7 years old. Right? He shouldn't even be thinking about genders. He should be thinking about what Matchbox car he wants. Oh, that's for a boy. Well, yeah, you damn right. That's for a boy. 7 years old. And people have this young man trying to decide what gender he is. You know, you can't drink until you're 21 for a reason. Their reasoning is because, well, you're probably not mature enough to be able to handle the responsibility of drinking alcohol, which is a joke, because the majority of the people I know that don't know how to handle the responsibility of alcohol are well over the age of 21. But nonetheless, if it takes you till 21 years to decide whether or not you should have a drink, how come it only takes 7 to decide whether you should be a man or a woman? Crazy. Crazy. I don't know. British ambassador to the U.S., Derek, quits over leaked Trump secret memos row. Sad irony, Rouhani mocks U.S. for calling emergency meeting on Iran nuclear deal, which it left. Huawei looking to Russia for technology to cut reliance on U.S. technology. Angela Merkel is feeling well despite third bout of shaking, says a spokesperson insists. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, hey, there's no shame if you get sick or if you get a disease or a condition or that. There's no shame in that. There is no shame in that. I don't get why it has to be literally state secret. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. Everything that they do, if it involves the government, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. Perfect timing. Deutsche Bank bosses fitted for 1,500 pound. No, that's euro. 1,500 euro suits as thousands of employees are laid off. How do you like that? That is nuts. Oops, would help if I go the right way. Man miraculously survives plummet from Niagara's largest waterfall. Wasn't me. Flights resume at Gatwick after airport hit by technical issue. Alexa, am I having a stroke? Amazon's virtual assistant to give medical advice from NHS database. Alexa be assisting you with your own heart surgery. Ukraine promises to turn Chernobyl disaster zone from symbol of corruption to tourist magnet. So there you go. You can live out your dreams and go fight a mutant bear at Chernobyl. Why not? And lastly here, over 200 tons of water leaked onto HMS Queen Elizabeth. 3 sailors nearly drowned, says a report. There's a number 2 up there. Not even a liter of vodka. Italy's Salvini denies receiving any funding from Russia. And kids in cages, House Dems scrub tweet with photo of Obama-era detention center used to attack Trump. It's the same old, same old. Okay, well, I think that pretty well wraps up the monologue. Let me go ahead and get you into some videos here. Close the monologue up. So if you're here for the live show, stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be here till 8 p.m., joining up with Prepreneur 7 at 7 p.m. If you're here just for the monologue, or if you're watching the recording thereof, thank you very much. As always, God bless you, we love you, and be one with your spirit.